Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 22 video on the channel. And in today's video we're going to be talking about a player that everyone's got to pick up on their team. There's no excuse. Like, man, I don't care if you got a 97 overall team, an 87 overall team, you're a grandma playing Madden 22 Ultimate Team, you got to get this card on your team for a couple of very important reasons. And if you're a grandma playing Madden 22, my IG should be linked down below in the description. Check out those DMs, man. Man, what am I saying, dude?
Yeah, I gotta get security. I want this man out of my sight right here. Get him out of here.
Now, as we get into the video right here, fellas, I also want to alert you guys to the Underdog Fantasy special tonight that's only available for the Madden community. So basically what happened is Xerxes selected this special line right here. As you guys can see, Jordan Clarkson over under 100 threes made in a game. It's obviously going under. And to anyone that used a Madden YouTuber's code, you can take advantage of this special line tonight. If you guys want to take advantage before it's too late, be sure you guys use code SWIFT to sign up. Again, I'll leave the website linked down below in the description, and I'll probably post my picks on the screen right here. So if you want to, you can copy them. I've been pretty hot with the special lines recently. I would say I'm probably up like $75 in the past couple of weeks just on the special lines alone, as we get a 91 Chase Roulier in round 2. That's a good start to the vid. Let's get after it. First high elite player, I've gotten out of the zero chill animation. It's like EA Sports watches me. But without further ado, fellas, enough blabbering. Who is this mystery player that I put in the thumbnail that I think everyone needs on their team? Now, this player isn't some crazy like wide receiver, corner, tight end, or quarterback. This is actually an offensive lineman, and it's actually a right guard player. And fellas, the card is this 96 overall Robert Hunt card, who I'm going to explain to you guys why is potentially the most valuable offensive lineman in all of Madden 22. I know he's a 96. I know there's offensive linemen that are like 98s, 99s, whatever it may be. This card is better than any of them, cheaper than any of them, and necessary on every single team. So even though I'm not super concerned with it, let's quickly take a look at the stats on the player. He's got 96 strength. He's gonna have really good pass blocking stats. So he's got 96 pass block and 97 pass block power, 96 pass block finesse. The run blocking is pretty good. Like 97 run block power is really good, which is definitely more important for a right guard. I would say pass block power and run block power are definitely the most important thing on a guard, because most of the time they're playing against a defensive tackle, and defensive tackles typically are going to be using their power moves. So having a good counter with pass block power and run block power is important. This card's really good at that. But fellas, that is not even close to why this card is so important. The reason why this card is so good is because he's going to be getting this ability right here for 0 AP. He's getting post up, which in my opinion is the best offensive line ability in this game. It typically costs 2 AP, and on this card, as you guys can see, it costs 0 AP. 0 AP to get the most dominant offensive line ability in this game. I was actually using this ability on a lot of my players, and I was willing to spend the 2 AP on it, but getting it for free on Robert Hunt makes this card ridiculously valuable. Now, what I want to do is explain to you guys how post-up works. We'll probably actually get into a game a little bit later. I'm going to actually showcase exactly what it does in game, but basically what this is going to do is it means the player is dominant when engaged in double team blocks. So let's just think about this logically really quickly. Typically in Madden, let's say your opponent is rushing 3 players or rushing 4 players. If your opponent is rushing 3 players, what's going to happen is most of the time, the 2 outside defensive ends are going to get double teamed by the guard. So the right tackle and the right guard will often double team that defensive end, and then you might get a double on the other side as well. And what's going to happen when this guy gets into a double team block is the opponent is simply not going to shed. Like, they are not going to shed for 5 seconds, for 7 seconds, for 8 seconds. If he is in a double team block, the opposing defensive lineman is just going to stay in that block and stay blocked for like at least 5 to 10 seconds. And we can even look at this from another perspective. Let's say, for example, your opponent's rushing 4 players. Well, typically with your guard, what's going to happen is the center and the guard are going to combine to double team on one of the players. Now, it is a fluke whether the center is going to double team with the left guard or with the right guard, but in the times when he is double teaming with the right guard, you're basically just ensuring that that block is perfect and no one's going to be able to get off that block. So reason number 1, he's got stats that are top end. Reason number 2, he's Robert Hunt, which is the biggest meme in the NFL. That's not really that important. Reason number 3, and most importantly, he's going to be getting the best ability in this game. But reason number 4, why everyone's got to get this card is he is selling for like 94,000 coins. A 96 overall player for 94k is a great deal. It's basically like the cheapest possible price you can find a 96 for, and the fact that this card is so overpowered as a 96 makes him well worth it on every team. Oh yeah, and another thing that I kind of forgot to mention right here is, unlike with like corners, wide receivers, running backs in this game, there's variety as to who you want to use. Let's say, for example, you got like a favorite wide receiver, you want to use them in Madden. I don't blame you, but I'm assuming for most players, you probably don't have like a right guard that you're like, dang, I can't wait to have this card on my team. So at the right guard position, it's not like there's other cards that people really want to have. So this card right here is going to be a must-have in my opinion. Post up for 0 AP is crazy. That's just a must. For the 100% cheapest Madden 22 coins and 2K MT, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Now moving on in the video really quickly right here, I kind of want to get 20,000 training points for free, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quick sell my Nate Hobbs card. I got this one for playing through the Gridiron Solos, 26k training at around like a 2 to a 3 CPT, and that's about like 60 to 70,000 coins in coin value, not too shabby. And we also have this pack right here, the Elite pack. Let's see what we can do. Again, both of these packs are free. If you want to get them, all you got to do is play through your Gridiron Solos. We're getting a George fan to start with. We're hoping that one Elite card is decent. Just give me like one relatively high Elite. Hopefully this isn't it right here, unless it's a 90 plus overall player. Trey Hendrickson, not too great. We're going to be getting a 91 Mekhi Becton. All right, there we go. And a legend player to end it off, 83 Ed Reed, but 91 Mekhi Becton. I will take it, man. The pulls haven't been too shabby in this video. We've made like 40k off a pack, so that's a W. Okay, now really quickly, I'm going to hop into a head-to-head seasons game, and I'm going to show you guys how dominant this ability is, so let's do that right now. So bang, we're in house rules right now, and the way my opponent is setting up this defense, it's not looking like we're going to be able to actually get a double team block off on the right side of the field. If he does come out in a set that allows me to double team, I'll definitely show you guys how that looks, but he's screaming at me on play number 1. Now again, if I can get into a situation where I can show you guys how this double team works, of course I'm going to be doing that live in the video, but the way this guy is playing defense, it's looking like we're not going to be in a situation where too many double team blocks are going to be happening. As you guys can see, Cooper Kupp spinning, picking up good yardage. Let's see if this guy will switch his defense. If not, I'll hop into game 2 and I'll show you guys what it looks like in there. Man, get dotted. This guy was running an annoying defense. I'm happy to beat him. So game 2 right here, fellas, it's looking like he's coming out on a defense that's probably going to allow me to show you guys how this double team works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double team on this right of screen defensive end, and basically what should happen is my guard and my tackle should pull out over there, and they should get a nice block on the player. As you guys can see, at that end, he was kind of stuck there for a couple of seconds. Now, I'm not super concerned with the offense right here, kind of just trying to show you guys how the double team blocks work, so I'll show you guys one more thing. Then again, we'll try and double this guy right here. As you guys can see, let's see if he's rushing that right of screen end. If he is, it's probably not going to work too well, but as you guys can see, he's only rushing 2 in this situation, so this really isn't a great example. We're throwing it up to Calvin Johnson. He's going to be making the catch, which you'll love to see. That wasn't a good example. He's got to rush like 3 or 4 people to really show off how post-up works. So this time, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make any adjustments, and we'll see how the post-up works. As you guys can see, looks like post-up is working right in the middle. Like, watch the center and my right guard. Let's see how long they can stay engaged in this block for. It should be quite a while because of the fact that post-up is available. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit R1 right here. We might walk into the end zone for the TD, but you guys can see, look how well that double team was holding up because of the fact that we had post-up. And especially when you guys consider the fact that this ability is free, there's really no reason to not use it on your team. It's going to help you guys a ton when it comes to blocking up stuff on your offensive line. And just like that, we get into the end zone. Shout out to my guy Darrington Evans getting the snap at wide receiver. You'll love to see it. But yeah, y'all really got zero reason to not rock with post up on your field. I would say it's an ability that kinda everyone needs at this point. Like, watch right here on the right side, we got the post up working. This guy's just going to be stuck for quite a while because of our post up ability. We can stand in the pocket, wait for someone to hopefully get open right here. And as you guys can see, looking like no one's open. Randall Cunningham just takes off, gets into the end zone. That's because of post up working hard for us. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. And until next time, I'm out. We got to win because of the ability. Peace.